been a while since I've done. Yeah, so what's up, people? This is going to be a vlog kind of video because it's been a while since I've done since I've done any of this. It's been a while, so today's gonna be one of those days. And happy new week and festive season. It's a festive season, so guys, really be careful on your road, especially if you're riding. People tend to be quite careless. Now, just my grandmother's place. Yeah. Okay. What is up, people? Welcome to yet another YouTube channel. Not another YouTube channel. Welcome to Revvit Adventure channel. Today we are going to be doing a vlog kind of video. I hope you can really hear me. If you can't, I do apologize. But nonetheless, today we're going to be talking about things that you should know before you start getting, or before you get yourself a bike, you know. One of the questions I get asked mostly is, hey Rico, I want this bike, what do you think of it? Hey Rico, between this and this, what bike do you think I should take? And first of all, let me tell you guys, I really don't have a say in the type of bike that you should buy. It is your money. My work is just to guide you, you know, and show you the way and make you help you make better decisions, you know, because sometimes you might be thinking these are the only bikes that I can get, and along the line you can find yourself picking up even a better bike than you had actually first anticipated. Now this is an answer to a lot of the questions that I get asked the most, especially from beginner riders or somebody who is looking to get into riding. Now first of all is that you need to do your research. Now before you even buy that motorcycle, you need to know the kind of riding that you want to do, the kind of terrain that you want to do, or rather the kind of terrain that you find yourself mostly in. Like for example, for myself, I do find myself in let's say a 50-50 kind of situation, because these are the kind of roads that I actually find myself in, you know, this kind of a bit rocky terrain, you know, it's a bit of an off-road, not purely off-road, but it is kind of an off-road. Before I even get to the main road, these are the kind of roads that I actually need to get to, or rather need to pass through in order to access the main tarmac road. And then also the main tarmac road is that it's not like it's fully tarmac, it also has its potholes and stuff. So, you know, you really need to do your research on the kind of terrain that you're actually going to be using, and that will actually dictate, or rather will determine the kind of bike that you're actually going to ride, or rather the kind of bike that will be actually good for you. The other thing that you need to know is also your budget. You know, a lot of people, when you're starting off riding, you really have saved a lot of money in order to get where you are right now, in order to be able to purchase that kind of bike that you actually want or even need. Which brings me, so if you have a budget, then that actually guides you on the type of bike that you can actually have. If you're a beginner, that actually opens up your scope for the type of bike that you can actually purchase, and also for the type of bikes that you can actually, you know, buy and get to enjoy for either a limited time or even for a long while, depending on how you want it. Another thing that you need also to consider is budget. I've forgotten also what's the other thing that you need to consider. Let me get my thought process back and I'll get back to you in a bit. What is up, people? Welcome to yet another vlog. My apologies for that noisy Matatu that's behind me. Anyway, we were talking about things to consider for a beginner, right? So we started off with doing your research, then knowing the type of terrain that you actually want, the type of terrain that you actually want to carry, you know, the type of terrain that you actually are going to be using most of your time. Like for example, like I said, my terrain is usually 50-50, so 50% off-road and 50% on-road. Well, you can see the kind of road conditions that I'm actually at. It goes all the way, trust me, it's very bad. That's one of the main reasons why I got this bike. So anyway, another thing that you needed to consider is gear. Now, before you even buy that bike, you need to have yourself the most essential gear that you must have, and that is including, or you must have the helmet. You must have a helmet, and not just this Bakuli helmet or the helmet that is given to you once you buy a bike from certain dealerships like Captain Motors. I'm talking about a real class helmet, the helmet that costs about from 9,000 bob going upwards. Now that's kind of a decent helmet that will get you, that you need to have. You must have before anything else. And the other thing that you need to have are gloves such as these. You can have these for starters. You must ensure that it has this kind of palm resistor or palm this plastic thingy, whatever it's called. And the other thing that you need to have is a riding jacket, not just any other jacket. Have yourself a riding jacket that is padded, that has padding all over from your joints to all the way to your back. Ensure that you have decent padding and decent protection on your arms. The other thing that you need to have, which is not a must, is the riding pants. Now if you can't actually afford, or rather get the riding pants at first, you can always have yourself some knee guards and essentials. Yeah, you need to have yourself some knee guards that will, you know, will ward off the cold and the cold weather and the wind, but also keep you safe in case of a fall. Now the other thing that you need to have, which is, I do consider it a must, but for as you start, you know, gear you actually accumulated pole. You accumulated pole. If you can be able to afford it, you can be able to afford a head to toe, you know, that is fine. But not a lot of people can actually afford from head to toe, which requires a lot of planning and budgeting and stuff. If you're not actually quite set up for it financially, you know. But you need to have shoes. Now I myself, I have these adventure style boots because hey, why not? I'm riding an adventure bike, so you know. Yeah, so those are kind of the essentials that you need to consider even before you even start buying your own bike. Look at this matatu there. So what else you need to consider actually is, are you properly trained before you even buy your first bike? You know, because a lot of these things you need training. You know, you must have, before you even buy a bike, you need to go to training. You need to go to, and I'm not talking about the driving school Akina Health or anything. I'm talking about a real fully fledged training to bike school, dedicated bike school. You have the likes of Tris Bikes, we have the likes of AK, you know. They do offer quite decent and quite good training for your bike. Yeah, because training is important, because without training, if you are taught with a boda guy, you know, you might have some of those bad habits rubbing off on you, and it's not good, because those very bad habits, you do carry them on, and that's not good. That is not good at all. You need to have proper training skills and everything. So I'm going to keep this video quite short. Thank you so much for watching. I do realize there are other more points that I could have actually talked about, but for the sake of time and for the sake of keeping this simple, sweet and short and sweet, not short and sweet, I'm gonna end there. Let me just hop in this to the supermarket and buy myself some drinks. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, ride safe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.